hello, my crafty creatures. We've already had one disconnect today, so I apologize if you were watching the pre-game show and you got disconnected because, well, I don't have an answer. But it is another scorching day here in Maine. I have my AC going, and my dogs are angry at me because I won't run them outside. But we are here working on Buffalo Woman, and I have only just started stitching because I have been working on a ginormous knot of yarn that was gifted to me. It is a very nice gold color, but it is well over 1,000 yards, and it is in a knot. Now, mind you, it wasn't given to me that way. It was given to me in a beautifully wound skein. But you know how you have those two ends and one end is the wrong choice? Guess which choice I made as I had it mounted onto my cake machine and slowly realized the error of my ways, but far too late to take it off and to swap ends. So, but I'm working on I'm working on my first shawl for crochet. I've done little figurines. I've made some really pretty flowers that are gonna hopefully get their photo shoot today, because I would like to get them to their new owner on Friday, and that means I have to do some more proofing and stuff. I'm hoping they get their photo. I prioritize their photo shoot. Hopefully my meds let me prioritize their photo shoot. And good morning, poet. But yeah, it has already been a day. It's been a good day, but it's been a day. But we are working on color 3838, which is a dark blue purple. It's one of my favorite colors, actually. Started off with 109 stitches yesterday. Starting off today with 730. And this area that I'm working in is kind of foobarred, so I told someone, I'm like, White Buffalo Woman is 206,000 stitches, give or take 10,000, because that's how much I've messed up. I would honestly be more on the give side than the take, but I'm not going to count every stitch. Ugh. I did remember to tighten my frame today, though, before I swapped over, as I don't mind having to support and negotiate the position of the frame, but I much prefer having it just stay still. I put it in a position and it stays there. That is partially why I designed this frame the way I did. Sometimes the frame has other ideas, though. And sometimes I just use bigger tools to make the frame do what I want it to. Fuck counting. Fuck it. Now, I'm hoping in the 2 hours that I have, because I'm already at almost 75, 96.75%. I'm hoping today to hit 97%. And in doing that, will make me super happy. I'm at this point, I'm out for the percents. I have 800 stitches till I reach 200,000, so that's always a countdown. But on days that I work, I already have like limited amounts of ability. even if I've lightened my load, as it were, for things for a little bit. So, oh, okay, ad break is over. I just try not to talk too much. Well, I know there are ad breaks because not everybody subscribes, but if I'm on a roll and an ad break happens, I will keep talking. But right now, I haven't revved up enough. I haven't had, amazingly enough, I haven't had coffee in a couple days just because it's been too hot. But I have a whole list of things I need to do and just not enough free time to do it. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. Oh, okay, that's what I got this, yo. I got this. So this color is super weird where it... Oh yeah, funny story. I'm not, when I say I exist off of spite, I am not kidding in any way, shape, or form. My entire existence comes from the deep, soul-crushing anger that has turned into spite after having so many years of people telling me, well, you can't do that. I am the queen of hold my beer. I should have died several times, and yet I'm still here. So, I exist off of spite. Caffeine, for me, is more of a painkiller, and yes, it eases my gremlin, my ADHD gremlin, but at the same time, now that I have meds, I don't need it as much, and I'm trying to determine exactly where my pain is coming from, so I have to, unfortunately, not have as much pain dilution in my system in order for me to be able to say where it's coming from. And good morning, Miss Dast, Miss Annie. But yeah, I can survive without coffee. And honestly, I cheat. I'll have like some B12, which gives me a little bit of energy. but I don't. And I do have caffeine. Later on in the day, I will have some caffeine, but I like to start out with trying to figure out, and then since I have to go to work, and if I don't have caffeine at work, my body screams in pain for days after. So I do eventually dose myself to not be in pain. And I find caffeine works a lot better than like Tylenol or ibuprofen and such. It has a lot shorter of an efficacy. It's a lot shorter rate, but it works better. For those of you just joining, I live completely to spite you. And for those of you I like, I mean that in the best way possible. But for those of you I don't like, I exist because I hate you. And I know, I am definitely a Zsa Zsa Gabor in that situation. Is all attention is good attention. I want you to know that I'm here. I guess this is where my spicy is today. My phone is just blowing up today. I'm thinking I might have to put it on silent because it keeps distracting. And while I'm not a huge fan of plain water, I do drink fizzy water. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Luckily this is just a whole bunch of fill in the gaps, which as I get fewer in colors, it is getting down to a fill in the gaps kind of scenario. Ugh. So yesterday, instead of doing anything that I had intended to do, I did get the meat in the freezer though. I got the meat in the freezer so we could get the packaging into the trash for trash day today. So I'm proud of myself on that. But anything else that I said I was going to do after stream yesterday didn't get done. I have a pile of stuff that I need to get done. Honestly, I'm gonna try to get the spray painting aspect done of some of the things, because I need to spray paint and then I need to put it all together. But yeah, busy. My brain has been everywhere already today. I have to work today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and then I get a 3-day weekend. Only to find out that another one of my coworkers is heading out. She's given her 2 weeks. If my boss has opened her mailbox at the office, yeah. So, I mean, I'm like pot calling kettle black. I'm actively looking for a job that's more suited to what I want to do with my life. But it's still frustrating all the same. It's like, really, guys? Really? Just as we get the new guy trained. And it's funny enough, the reason this person is leaving is not because of the shift that she works on. It's because some people were given power who should not have been given power and are wailing it around. That's why I don't accept any sort of like true responsibility. Would I like it? Yes. Would I use it responsibly? I would very much try so hard. But when I am a supervisor, I give everything to my workers, and I expect and I expect. Like, this is the part that makes me. I give everything to my workers. If they need to call out, they need to call out. If they're having a rough day, totally get it. I expect that same level of respect in return. If you're not feeling well, if you're not up to speed, call me, talk to me. It's a conversation. It's not like, oh, you need to devote yourself to the company. No, I want the human being to be well taken care of, and in return, they take care of the company, kind of thing. And everybody says that they want that, but you would be surprised how many management jobs that I have been skipped over because, and later on told, it's because I have that expectation of I treat them like a human being and they respect me enough to treat them. But I'm also better with small crews. I'm better with a crew of 2 or 3. We can get together, teamwork. There's really no like leader. Everybody has their strong points kind of deal. So I am a contradiction of leadership. Yeah. If I won the lottery, I would start off no change. I would get everything in a row. I would probably pay off all of my debts. My house would be paid off. My student loans would be paid off. All of my medical debt, all paid off. Husband creatures as well. All of our debts, we would be at even ground. That's the first step. Then I would look into because I have trouble quantifying any sort of like $500 just baffles me. And heaven forbid you give me $500 and then you tell me not to spend it on bills. Because that's the first thing I do when I come into a windfall of money, is I make sure that my bills are taken care of in case something goes awry, that I'm not behind on anything. Twitch is probably lagging. Oh, yeah, it's really lagging. I'm looking at my connection. I'm waiting for it to disconnect, in all honesty. I'm just, honestly guys, if you guys can see this, I'm just kind of waiting for the lag to stop. I'm gonna cross stitch, but until I'm back in the green, I'm just gonna chillax over here. Oh, there I am. There I'm back. I saw that last night. I'm super excited to I need to create my balloon one. Actually. Well, I'm back in the green again, so. Oh, apparently I have nothing. Tells you how much I go behind the scenes in my in my stream. I don't go behind. I really don't. Like, I truly pop on. I pop on and I cross stitch. I don't worry about many things. And maybe I need to. Maybe I need to worry a little bit more, but I have fun. I do need to update my stream bot. And I need to find my scissors. Roar. Okay. Yeah, I found them. All I had to do is yell. And I'm hoping to magically wake up one day and be able to do all of these things that I keep telling myself that I should be doing. And you guys can stop laughing now. I can hear you all the way here at my house. I can hear all of you laughing, especially you, Poet. I can hear you dying over there in California. I picked you, Poet, because you're in California, and Dast is much more logically able for me to hear her in Quebec. So, yeah, that's why I picked you. I need to accept, much like fixing my house, I need to accept that baby steps are okay. It is okay to do one little thing. You don't have to do the entire motherfucking project at one go. But ADHD, that's all I got. All I got. Okay, I just got a section done. and that's the thing is, not like. I'm blessed and cursed that my family is well, my mom's side of the family is almost all gone. Unfortunately, there are no elders left. My mom is now essentially the matriarch of the family. She is the oldest of her line. My mom's in so on my dad's side, I still have my Nana, but my Nana also has other kids. Now, where my dad was my Nana's eldest, society is weird like that, but at the same time, my Nana has 3 other children. I'm processing that. Yes, my Nana has 3 other children. So any sort of inheritance, chances are, will go to them. And my parents have years and years, in all legitimate and unfortunate honesty, my parents might outlive me. I work real hard, but I still can't fight. I still can't fight some of the evil thing. Spite only gets me so far. But actually, I need to bring the spite in more and make me stronger. Oh, that's fantastic, Dad. Yeah, I'm always smart with windfalls of money. Because I know that the future is uncertain. Um, am I irresponsible with money too? Yes, absolutely am. I have, but it's generally like $50. Like me spending $50 on myself is is ridiculous. Like, well, I did spend $50 very recently. It was mostly spending into the business as I'm building it up. Now, speaking of that, there's another night market that I can attend in September. Now, I'm kind of wishy-washy about it because of all the wind and whatnot. But now, knowing what I know now, I think I could attend and do decently because I'm prepared and I could handle it. So I really, really want to, but at the same time, I'm a little head shy. Oh. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm trying to decide where to migrate in my color here. I think I'm gonna move over here. Eh. Move over here and up, up, and we're going up, up. Your love lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. I mean, when my Layla passed, she had written my father into her will, and because my father had passed, um, it got distributed between myself and my three siblings. So there's always that chance, but I'm the eldest of the eldest. Because my mom was the oldest, my dad was the oldest, and I was the first. I was the first on all the sides. All the sides, I was the first. I'm number one. And actually, even marrying in to the family, to he's my dad. He's been my dad most of my life. Not biologically, but it takes more of a man to be a stepfather than to be a biological dad. But and I will die on. But I'm actually the oldest in that family too, even though their biological eldest is only 2 months younger than me. For me, I don't want the money. Like, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, no, I don't want. I'm not in anything for the money. I'm involved for the experience, the joy, the movement and growth that can occur in just about anything. And I know it sounds weird, but it's not. I'm still green. I'm still green. Oh my goodness. Am I on the right side of the cross stitch today? That's pretty. See, and that's what I. If I came into a redonkulous amount of money, I would try to be that person. I would. I mean, I don't know as if I'd go to Vegas on a regular basis. That's way too people-y for me. Um, but I would try to. I would try to spread good. I forgot how to count. Last night it was funny. I was working on my work project, which I'm hoping comes out good enough that I'm willing to put it into a raffle. Um, but I was working on that, and I'm like, I can't count, and it's only to two, and that was my evening last night. Because I'm working on an amazingly simple project. It's just being able to pay attention. What are you doing? Excuse me. No, no, we need to lay down. Fixie, leave me. Lay down. Oh, shepherds. But yeah, I was working really, really hard, and yeah. Okay, let's. This is. I'm currently in wonky ass. What the fuck is going on? Land. No. I scrolled right out right now. Because that is where my brain is at. Okay, so we got. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I emotionally enjoy surprises, but they are not good for me. Surprises cause me anxiety because I have had my fair share of good and bad surprises. Um, I I appreciate the thought and love that goes into the good surprises, but they're not good for me. Um, so if anybody ever wants to surprise me, don't tell me. Just let it happen, so that I can be confused and then happy. But it's kind of like me texting someone going, "We need to talk." No context. I hate that. I hate that. And especially like I haven't had that happen with my employers recently because I've only had three, and all of them knew me. But yeah, it's don't do that. Yeah, yesterday my camera system had like a small heart attack, and while I fixed it, I still need to get up to my backyard camera because it's being a pain in the butt. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I yeah. Yeah, I get that. This Friday is going to be the Friday of phone calls, which I hate. I do have to do a couple of rounds. I have to go to a couple stores and whatnot, but overall, it's going to be the Friday of phone calls because I have to close some accounts. I have to uh is all I got. No, you did not. And security cameras are probably one of the best investments you will ever have in your life. Just say. I actually need to get I need to get another two or three before I'm content. But it's funny. I'm seeing where I accidentally used the wrong color in some areas, and well, it's not a huge deal. Once it gets all cleaned and everything, it's still kind of funny. I'd be like, oh, oops, that was the wrong color. I got my lifeguard paycheck yesterday. I gotta put it in the bank so I can restart my lifeguardedness. Which is one of the things I gotta do on Friday. Well, I'm gonna put the check in the bank today, but signing up for the resortedness of the lifeguarding, that's Friday. There we go. What? Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
My mind is like a hive.
What did you find in the bug zapper? I'm mildly terrified to find out, but at the same time very curious.
And I struggle to think with my thoughts in a bind, and I push to the brink of insanity. Lost in thought I wander down a path to my inner world. The complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling. A reminder of the power I hold. So I embrace the bees within my brain, even when they drive me insane. For in their chaos, I find a refrain of the beauty and complexity
Oh my goodness.
of my inner terrain. You will never understand that this is my norm, and I have chosen to embrace.
Yeah, and that's why I think that I need a couple more. I do have a couple of blind spots. Mind you, almost all of my first floor windows have something very large in front of them, and they're tinted. But at the same time, I worry about stuff like that because I live downtown, and the homeless population is very, very large. Now, while if you don't have shelter for whatever reason, I'm sorry. But that doesn't mean that you get permission to just kind of take whatever you want. Today is going to be one of those days where I need lots of light. Okay, we're moving over. We're working on this area right here. We're filling in the cubes. Well, first, we're gonna go down this way, and then we're gonna go down this way. Just have random Legos on the floor. Oh, I feel that. That the area that I am trying to organize for the new stream space. Um, that's where a lot of my stuff when I first moved or when people moved out, that's where all the stuff went. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I need to go through, good and bad stuff. Um, it's kind of like, oh, I can show you because it doesn't have its music box put back in yet, but I fixed my snow globe. Now, a little bit too much glitter, but I'm just gonna give it a dirty look. But my snow globe I fixed, and I got to put it looks like a crystal ball with all the glitter, and then as it twirls and it comes down, it shows off the doves. But yeah, I fixed it. It doesn't leak. Um, it doesn't leak, and I just got to put the music box back in. So, that was one of the things that I packed in that area that I didn't realize how bad it had gotten. Um, but I fixed it. So
From the ashes, new heroes born. An emergence of hope upon the horizon. A sense of victory at the break of dawn.
but I have a whole shelf of of pretties like that that I need to figure out and do something with. So, and not all of them have like
Of heroes.
amazing, like I need to keep these because the memory or the heirloomness of them is just phenomenal. Some of them are just, I wanted it when I was little, and now that I'm grown up, I don't necessarily need them around. So, but that music box is that the doves are one of the ones that I will. Incorporate her, have her help.
We shall rise undefeated. With sword and shield in our hands. Rise up and vanquish the enemy. The rise of heroes. A new time has come. The rise of heroes.
Nope, that's not what I wanted. La 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 la. Well, that makes making a box cake kind of hard. What makes anything hard for me right now is my oven's broken. Um, I haven't been able to fix it yet. I've gotten it all clean, and I can tell you that exteriorly and wire wise, there's nothing wrong with it. So I can only, oh, I can only imagine what might be wrong with my oven. Yay! I sent a resume to Maine Audubon Society. They're looking for a marketing assistant, and it actually fits right in with what I love to do. So, I'm like, what do I have to lose? So I applied, but I'd forgotten a cover letter. So they're like, hey, we got your resume, but you don't have a cover letter. So last night after work, I need to do that. Sanding drywall shit. But so I totally spaced on sending in a on a cover letter. So that's what I did last night. I got a cover letter all designed and got it all gussied up, and And they got back to me. They're like, "Hey, this looks great. We'll be setting up interviews." Okay. So. Okay. Just, I'm looking. I'm going, because this is another one of the areas where I messed up. So I'm suffering the consequences of that. Not too bad. Not too bad of a mess up. Just a little annoying. But fills in a huge gap. Huge gap. So. And after, I have a couple of lines left. I have, oh no, yeah, I do. I have these two lines, and then I have a little bit down this way. But then we're gonna do down this way, and then I don't know. After that, I don't know where we're gonna go. Um, yeah, I'm using the gray version of that right now. I actually have a place where I want to put my pantry. It's just there's so much work that needs to be done before I can do that that I just don't have spoons for it right now. It's not even work that would take that much effort. It's just I don't wanna. Well, I wanna, but at the same time I don't. So it's conflicting.
You and me, both live life at full speed, easy to see. When we collide, no one walks away easy. I never thought you'd be the one. I never meant to take your heart. I never felt so hard. I never meant to be the one. I never thought I'd break your heart. And after the stars have crumbled to dust, we still feel the
What I want to do is I need to, first it would require taking up some old floor, and potentially it could be done in sections. It's just, I'd much rather, kitchens are so hard because they're so expensive, so you can piecemeal it and hope, or you can do it in all one fell swoop and potentially bankrupt yourself. But I want to have it so I want to put the fridge back to where it originally was when I bought the house, which is in a nice little corner groove of right next to the chimney where not a lot of other things can go, but I don't want to have it be dead space. Problem with that is that part of the floor needs to be, I need to put a new piece of subfloor in, and I need to make sure that it has not fallen in on itself, because that's what was happening with the old fridge when I moved it to a more stable part of the kitchen. Is the old fridge was tipping down backwards into the basement, so I need to make sure that that doesn't happen again. And then making sure that the fridge has enough arm room, because it is a French door fridge, but making sure it has enough arm room. I am confident in putting in outlets, so I'm not worried about that. But putting the fridge back there, and then currently there's a chest freezer and the fridge. And using that space where those two items are, and building up a wall that's even with the fridge for a pantry. Now my kitchen is huge. Even knocking that kind of space off, I would still have enough room for a table set to go in this kitchen, no problem. But in doing that, I would take out the shelves that's currently holding the food and the drinks and whatnot, and put that in the pantry, and all of my appliances that I don't use on a regular basis all would go in the pantry. So I want to have a nice little, a small mini countertop with like a little outlet station where, hey, so I want to use XYZ, or I want to use the toaster. We don't have enough counter space currently to use the toaster, to have the toaster out. So have a little breakfast coffee nook in the pantry. And then have a wall of shelves, a wall of uppers, like 2/3, or two of the walls uppers, just uppers, and just shelves. And then one full wall of shelves for bulk goods. And I think that wall would be the chimney wall, because, yeah, it stays the driest. But that's the kind of things that I'm working on, is my cabinets were made out of OBS plywood. Now, I don't mind setting up my kitchen to prefab. I have no problems with that. I actually kind of expect it. Prefab is fine. I don't need custom cabinetry, because I don't need custom cabinetry. If I want that, I can probably have it down the road. Custom cabinets are easier to just Um, for me, it's the layout of the kitchen currently. Is I want to we need to get the addition settled. Like I can't do any of this. I can't do any of these things until I get the addition sill plate fixed. Because at that point, I can start plumbing out the addition so I can move the washer and dryer out there. And that's always a potential, is just have the plastic shelves kind of thing. I'm also not opposed to just securing a 2x4 and putting just like a couple of 2x4s on top and having like or not 2x4 but the 1 inch thick pieces of plywood, or not plywood, building wood, just for, I mean, it works all the same, and you can remove it if you don't need it. And those are the kinds of things that go through my mind. Is do I want permanent? Do I want temporary? Like do I want to be able to rearrange it? That kind of thing. So I have decisions to make, and I eventually have to make them, but not right now, and that's the beauty of it.
There's a blue night sky facing down, filled with stars and lifting the snow. A golden sky which makes us connect. The stardust is giving it life. Then it's beautiful.
Mhm. He goes up a wet spot. This really actually looks a lot better on this area all being closed up. Still looks kind of funny, but once it gets filled in a little bit better.
Then it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
There we go. There's a whole chunk there.
Then it's beautiful.
96.8%. Ooh. Doobie-doo.
Wish I could go
Something happened?
and turn myself into
Hmm.
who I was.
Yeah, the drywall dust is a bitch. I think that might be the main reason I just haven't started working on it in my hallway. It's because my hallway it has walls, it has some mud, but I just can't. Poet called it on Connection Roller Coaster today. Um, yeah, it has definitely been fun today. Fun. No rhyme or reason. Is it like maintenance day on hmm. Twitch's maintenance day maybe? Okay, so that's where we're there.
We stand here together, united as one. One tribe. This is our destiny. Stand together. Together as one. United as one. Release the energy. Look at us now. Together as one.
Is it a nice loaner vehicle? Well, he's at work today. You can enjoy your loaner vehicle. I don't like the newer Broncos. To be fair, I don't like the older Broncos either because that's the car that, after
We stand
after tending and taking care of a lilac bush to the point where it was old enough to produce flowers that my neighbor ripped up out of the ground. So even though he didn't have authorization because it was my land, to remove a Bronco from it. So yeah.
us now. United as one. This is our destiny. Release the energy.
I don't know if my friends you've noticed. I'm protective of my land. Really? Really?
Together as one.
I have lost my needle, and it was in front of me. It's gonna be one of those days, folks. Gonna be one of those days. But yeah, one of the people next door were selling an old Bronco, and when they finally sold it and had it towed off, they ripped my lilac bush out of the ground to access the sides of the vehicle, and yeah.
Stand together. Together as one.
Yeah, if you want to have a bad day, look at the crash test results of the new Bronco. That is my main reason for being scared of Broncos currently. Because I had the unfortunate whoopsie of looking at the crash tests of those Broncos, and just wow, wow was all I had. Like, just even thinking back on them, wow is all I have. There's that.
Together as one.
Okay. Okay, so saying them out loud so I can hopefully manifest them today. Today after stream, I'm going to deposit my lifeguarding check so that on Friday it will be cleared and I can do my lifeguarding research on Friday. I'm going to bring my TV tray parts outside to spray paint, at least the base coat black, as much black as I have left. Might even cheat a little and use some high heat black. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And plugging in, fixing my back security camera is the last thing that I completely and utterly want to get done today. Other things are would be nice, but those are the three things that hands down need to get done. I would love to get a couple other things organized and whatnot, but if it doesn't happen, not the end of the world. We're moving down the countryside. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Moving down the page. Just trying to pick my next spot here. Thinking this is, in all honesty, this is just a solid block all the way down. There's no fancy dances. It is just solid all the way down. And that's the spot we're going. Because I don't have to think about it too hard. So, Miss Dragon, how is your day going so far? Now that you've just woken up at the crack of noon. Which I'm kind of jealous of. Like seriously jealous. Sometimes those are the best naps. Hopefully your house is still in one piece.
In a world where I walk alone, a heart that's shattered, feeling torn. With every moment, the anger blooms, the poison festers, darkness looms. I conjure tales of unshed tears, my sadness fuels my darkest fears. I tear my halo into pieces to forge my horns and my kindness ceases.
Fun. Trying to remember how to count to 2. That is another goal for today. Is remembering how to count to 2. It's funny, the current the project that I'm working on that I'm hoping comes out good is chain, double, and triple crochet. It's mostly chain and double. 99% of it is chain and double. And yeah. Just counting to 2. Counting to 2 can be rough sometimes. Oh my goodness. Oh, gunky eyes. Gunky eyes.
I'll keep it down. Don't wanna stand out in the crowd. No choice when you're too proud. I found a new way out. Given they always take it. Tell me to change, but who I am is here to stay.
I don't think I'm even going to be able to finish this row. I still have quite a few stitches. So for mine is because it has a fancy edge. So it starts off if I'm going this way because I'm left-handed teeth. Remember, so this makes it even harder. So if I'm going this way, this end starts with a chain of 4 and 3 doubles. If it ends on this end, it is 3 doubles and a triple. Now, from the ends, it goes double, two chain double if it's an empty box, or four doubles if it's a filled box. So I'm expanding my pixel art experience is in learning this particular style. I can now make pictures in shawls or table runners. I can now make pictures in my crochet, and I now, my brain now grasps how. So, another skill added to my bucket. Luckily, I haven't met where I'm where I get lost, because it crochets out into graph paper. I can make nets now too. That's kind of scary and fun. This project has taught me all kinds of fun things, like how to make traps and pictures and I guess mine does the increase, because at the end it gets it's a triangle, so it gets bigger. But I'm honestly, I enjoy doing crochet at work because I can stick the yarn in my pocket with a hook, and if I'm standing around, I can have the yarn feed out of my pocket, and as long as I've pulled the right end, it's all good. But I'm kind of excited. I have started the first small paw print, and I'm hoping by tonight I will at least have one paw print all done. It took me forever. To get the foundation to the point where I liked it, and it's still kind of not where I like it, but for a first go, it looks pretty good. And if it comes out enough that I like it, it's a very simple lace weight pattern. So I might blow through some of my the androgynous lace weight that I have. That I struggle to find patterns that I like that are lace weight. So. But no, I wanna get good, like specifically where I want to kind of go with my crocheting skills is the lace cowls that are like the big ass chokers. I have a couple patterns that honestly I think would be phenomenal in rainbow pattern, but I need to get a little bit more comfortable with working with it first. But it's the cowls that sit on your chest and shoulders and go up to your neck, but they're big ass necklaces kind of thing. They're not the cowls that flip over your head, which I love those too. But I have plenty of yarn in the proper weight for those. I have a pattern for one that works out into skulls if done properly, and I think that would be phenomenal in rainbow patterns. Rainbow pattern skulls. But I'm talking that I want to start working in 3mm or smaller hooks. So, and I like the big stuff. Don't get me wrong, I like the big stuff, but I ultimately want to get down to the smaller ones. I have some really, really, really cute little mini dragons that are made with this stuff. Yeah, I'm working on that shawl, actually. That's my project that I'm currently working on at work. But let's see if I can yoink up the no, that's a no. Doobie-doo. This is the one that this is the kind of thing that I want to start doing. I honestly think that in a rainbow would be fantastic, but the top part is little skulls. So it's okay. We still love you. It is, and that's why like I'm just kind of practicing with other patterns so I can start being comfortable and working on that kind of stuff. I've already determined that, well, yes, as I get stuff done and comfortable with working with things in crochet, my crochet work will be made to order. I will not have a stock of crochet stuff. It will be made to order. More specifically, things like that collar. I will have stuff for my fairs and whatnot, but overall, if I do have anyone who's like, oh hey, I want this, it will be done to order. Because of course I got stuff for my craft fair. I got stuff for my craft fairs. Don't get me wrong. But I'm trying to. I love my craft fairs. Never gonna stop the craft fairing, but I do want to focus more on custom orders and unique custom orders. Like the craft fair stuff. Like there are a lot of people who crochet at the craft fairs. I'm not going to have huge displays of them. Will I have like 5 or 6 of fun little things? Absolutely, but my ADHD doesn't allow me to make 20 of one thing. But I'm going to have another. I can't show it off because Dast is watching. But the gift that I am making for Dast, I will have one of those for sale in my crafting booths, and it will be a posting on my website. So, but yeah, like that's the kind of thing I'm going for. Is the bigger, finer detail things. Oh, so close. 8-4. Now, I'm hoping after tomorrow we'll be at 97%. I have no doubt that by Thursday we'll be at 97%. But I have big hopes and dreams. I keep getting my fingers. Oh my goodness! I keep getting my fingers caught in the loops. That if I allowed them to go, they turn into knots. So it's better, I guess, that my fingers are getting caught in them. But at the same time, I need to... Most of the things I have to do after stream are relatively fast if I can get them done. That's the thing, is getting them done. Try to get the inside thing done first, and then I will work on a very simple outside thing, and I might actually... No, I have two outside things, so I'll get the inside thing done first, and then I'll work on the outside. Yep. Yep. So, after I'm done stream, I'm gonna let the dogs out. I'm gonna take care of my bank business. And then I'm gonna go outside and paint and fuss with my camera. uh. Okie doke. I'm gonna finish this line up and I'll give some stats, and then I will run off to do my stuff. Okay, so it's been fun today. I've gotten quite a few chunks of empty space filled up, so that makes me happy. Oh, okay. Okay, so did 232 stitches today. Kind of a low count, but I was also feeling kind of chatty. Went from 96 point something. Let me look at my 96.73. We went to 96.84. So 0.1%. We are at 100,099,499 stitches. So, yeah. Yes, I know he's home. Go say hi. I know he's home, Cesar. Okay. So, Cesar is being a pain. No, go. No, you don't get to be a... No. And he just stepped in the yarn that I had managed to untangle. Go! So, I'm gonna go beat up some dogs. I hope everybody has a phenomenal day. Drink your water, take your meds, stay cool if you're hot, stay hot if you're cold. I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. because it is my Wednesday that I have to stream. So, oh yeah, Oh yeah, him and I are gonna go have words. But I will see everybody tomorrow and have fun.